Anybody else? Fish, nothing else for you?
Sure. Yep.
Look for a motion to accept with the change.
I'll make a motion to approve.
We have a motion and a second to adjust it and approve. All in favor? Opposed, sign. Motion carried. Meeting minutes from, what date was it, the 13th?
I'll make a motion for the meeting from April 13th, 2026.
A second.
We have a motion and a second for the minutes from the 13th, excuse me. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carried. General public concern.
Keith Edge, and I would just like to know, if we've had that blast out there, and I think maybe a couple of you were out there, that quarry,
Yeah,
Cole Anderson's and the blast, and you know, my house is taking a hit. It shakes each time it happens. You know, my property is being devalued considerably, and who's gonna make up that difference for me?
can I ask, was there any reading on this, was the seismograph or whatever that they set up in your yard?
They set the seismograph up, and twice I've asked the guy who set it up, I want a copy of it. He says, well, the information belongs to Cole Anderson, and if Cole gives it to you, fine. If he doesn't, that's fine. I've never got anything.
Okay.
I know, I'm just, did you ever ask Cole for it? I'm asking, I'm not being.
I don't talk to that guy.
Okay.
That's,
All right.
that's one of the things. Then I got another deal.
Were you notified of the blast?
I was notified of the first blast, but not of the second blast. And, you know, the first blast was big, it was bigger, you know, but our house didn't feel it as much. It shook a little bit, but the second blast was smaller, but I think it was directed differently. We really felt it on that one.
Well, if I remember right, I think the first blast was 18 holes and the second blast was 24 holes. So the
Is it-
second one was 6% or whatever.
Is he supposed to notify? Are they supposed to notify the?
I don't
Think
have
so.
that, I don't have that agreement, John.
I think he said that he would. I can't. I'm assuming, and I know that the seismograph stuff, I have to, supposed to request from Cole. Cole's the one that has it, and he's supposed to give it to you.
Is he supposed to notify?
Blast.
I think so, but
Well, you can find out, I guess.
Who is he supposed to notify? General public? Because I sure would like to know it for emergency management.
You had notice.
I have no notice.
Well, I would.
I don't.
I would
Well,
think
did
that.
any other quarries do it?
People is about.
Did the other quarries let you know?
Do their employees let you know?
Okay.
Then it shouldn't be a problem.
No, we didn't
Hey, Ben,
address emergency management with the quarry stuff, nothing.
I'd say I'd keep track of the dates and times.
So
Keep track of the dates and times when this is
that's
going
what I'm
on.
trying to do. If
Yeah,
I'm
keep
not,
a log.
I don't know, you know.
Keep a log. I mean, it's something you'll probably have to deal with civilly.
But why should the valuation of my property go down? Who's gonna pay that? I mean, if it was any one of your homes where my home is, this quarry never would have been approved. I'll guarantee you, you never would have approved it. So I'm taking $120,000-$130,000 evaluation right now on a lease. That isn't fair to me or my wife or my family. I mean, you guys got liability insurance, don't you? You guys passed this thing to me so we could have it. I guess another one of the things is he permitted to drive those 6-wheel drive big dump trucks on the roads?
no,
Okay, well, he's doing it.
The Ukes,
The Ukes.
those are about $80,000 fine if they've been caught on the road.
Well, I've seen him driving on the road with the Ukes coming from Rutland. It must be where his shop is. Then I have copies, pictures here of taken where they're coming up, I'll show Ben, onto the road from his old quarry, going across the asphalt, going into Rutland, into where he lives and where his shop is. That's all causing damage to the roads.
We got a picture of the vehicle or just tire tracks?
Those are the tire tracks. I mean, from either a cat or whatever, you can see exactly where it is. You guys can go right out there and see it today. He just does whatever he wants to do. The days that it's so dry out there. Isn't he supposed to have something to take care of the dust? He has nothing. Unless it rains, the dust just flies out there.
I don't think he has a reservoir of water yet.
And just to add to the blast, I know some of you think I'm a long ways away. Wife and I were sitting at the kitchen table, of course, we weren't notified. And all of a sudden she looks up, what was that? And we heard boom, boom.
Want them to look at it?
She had to go down and check my boiler, thought it blew up the basement, I mean, it was. Get me wrong, but. Yeah, I hear all this, oh, you're supposedly 2 miles away, well, it's only a mile and a half. And I can feel this.
Okay, anything else?
If you get a photo, it'd be a lot more of him on the road, it'd help.
Even if you get a photo, I mean, the issue that we ran into years ago, there was another contractor that was traversing from, I believe, Fort Dodge up to Gilmore City in these Ukes. The Blue Boy has to be the one that holds them over for a fine to be issued. Like, I have the ability to probably pull them over and get them trailered, but not to issue a fine.
So will you guys contact the DOT to watch him? I mean, he's just gonna play this game with you guys.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
Well, I got pulled over by a Blue Boy with being overloaded by 70,000 pounds, whatever happened to that fine?
I'm assuming he paid it. I would assume he paid it. They've never let me off anything.
Did he?
I don't know. They don't notify us.
I watched the paper, I didn't see anything.
I don't have a clue.
So with like damage on the road now, in the ditch there is, did you guys go after him for that?
Ditch there.
On the driveway.
Well, the driveway that goes down the ditch like this through his driveway and where the quarry is, the old quarry. You come right out where he lives.
Yep.
There's an opening right there that we went down. Just go right there, you'll see it all.
So if it's driveway, I mean, do I find a farmer every time?
There's no drive on that side.
Okay.
There is no drive. You can see that in the.
Most of the time, the sprayers go right to the ditch anyway, the high wheel sprayers.
But the marring, I mean,
They're not treated.
we've addressed
That's already
the
damaged.
marring on the blacktop before when he's crossed. With
Okay.
machines, all of it.
How far away is your house from?
My house
How far away is it?
would be less than. Probably just over a quarter mile.
You live up on the hill, don't you?
Up on the hill
Next time we
above.
dynamite, someone come out there and sit in my lawn chair.
Just come in the house, cause you'll feel it in the house. It'll just go like this.
Enjoy it all.
Problem with the blast continues on, but when it meets something that it can't move, it hits it and it shakes it.
Okay.
All right.
Anybody else?
Ben? Ben, what's Ben? Yep.
Morning.
Morning.
Got a couple items for you today. The first is to approve contracts and bonds with Rognes Brothers for projects LC 192-880 and LC 393-170.
Is it 293 or 393?
All right. Everything is, get the DOT number there.
393. Looks like the performance bond has the wrong number at the top of it. They got 293. It should be 393. but everything else is in order. The bond,
Oh.
the
Yeah.
insurance, so,
Not worrying too much about that.
no, I'm not worried about that.
And all the other stuff is in order?
Yes.
Any other questions?
No, I don't make a motion to approve the contracts for LC 192808880 and LC 3933170.
Seconded.
We have a motion and a second for the approval of those two said contracts. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Well, Denny is on there.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Morning.
I heard him.
Good morning.
Good
Morning,
morning.
Dennis.
Good morning.
All right,
Second item that I've got for the agenda is to approve a pavement marking quote for summer of 2026. This is with VTS. They are the contractor that we've used predominantly for the last, as long as I can remember, 15, 20 years, maybe a long time. As you guys know, prices on paint are astronomical. Last year's prices were 24-23 a gallon. So they have a white and yellow sub paint right now, which is basically extras from last year, holdover from last year, that they can run at 24-13 a gallon. Otherwise, brand new bumps it up to 28. Most of that stuff has a shelf life. I think he said of 3 years.
I was gonna say.
So he said there's nothing wrong with it. It'll just be kind of a first come, first serve type deal until he's got.
He got to jump on that.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
but otherwise, we do somewhere between 2,000 and 2,500 gallon a year. So that extra $4 a gallon
It's up,
adds up.
yeah.
so you can buy that ahead or speak for it ahead, and then whenever they show up, like, cause sometimes they don't show up so late in the summer.
That's my goal, is to reach out to Jorge and find out when he can get in here to do it.
Okay. I just wanna make sure I heard that right.
Make a motion to approve the for ETS, hopefully for 24-13 a gallon.
Hopefully.
We have a motion and a second. Any other
Second.
discussion? What if he won't accept that? We need to come back and.
It's either gonna be one or the other, or a
The other
mixture of the
price?
two.
All right, I just thought I'd ask.
Next year will be a different price,
Yeah,
hopefully.
Okay.
20.
hopefully it'll drop back down.
All right.
Any other discussions? All in favor?
I,
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, motion carried.
The next item that I've got for you is to approve an application to work in the counties right away with Gary Jensen to fix A&J's tile down on Utah Avenue south of 260th Street. So, if you guys recall, we did about 300 foot of repair on this tile
mhm.
2 summers ago, I think it was, and we notified the landowners at that time that this was a Band-Aid, basically, because everything that we were tying into was egg-shaped and cracked on top and bottom. At that time, we recommended installing a new tile just on private property and getting all of the landowners
into an agreement, basically creating a district tile without it being drainage district.
Just,
And then the county would also pay a portion of the install as long as we had the right to hook into it. I said something to Jens again last week when he brought this in. And they're going to, he was gonna talk to Nick and see if he wanted to go that route or just put another Band-Aid on it, so.
so what are they planning on fixing it in the road ditch?
Yeah.
Why?
Cause it's broken, there's a hole in it right
I
now.
mean, that's just what they're just gonna,
They're just gonna put a Band-Aid on it, just like we
Another
did 2
Band-Aid.
years ago,
Until they
right
decide.
now. So. There is, so in that section, there's at least 3 other property owners that are hooked into it. Possibly more. There's no drainage district tile in Norway
yeah,
Township.
there isn't.
Every other township has district tile. Norway doesn't really have much of anything there for district tile. This is a 18-inch tile that is old enough. I've got nothing out on the grading maps from like the 30s and 40s. I have no idea how old it is.
So who's paying Gary to do this?
Nick,
Nick is,
yep. So,
all right, well, he has that right to do that,
yep,
so.
So they'll decide if they're going to make a move and do something different.
yeah, Nick's in
After
Florida
looking.
right now, but he'll touch base with him and see if he wants to go that route. Like I said, if we'll receive some benefit from it, and as long as we can put an intake on in the road ditch and tie it to this tile, like we'll pay as an equal property owner. So if there's 5 of us total, you know, I mean, even though they have many more acres that drain through it, we'd pay 20%.
Nick, who?
Johnson.
There we go.
And I assume all of the Jensen's stuff on record, but
Yeah, he's got copies of insurance and
So maybe
everything.
after Gans goes out and digs up for a while, he'll tell him that, hey, this ain't worth fixing.
Yeah, Nick, Jens hasn't seen it yet, other than where the hole is at in the road ditch right now. The tenant called it in. So,
Okay,
Himrods, I believe, are the tenant.
Yeah. I'll make a motion to approve the application to work in the right of way with Gary Jensen.
you have a motion
No second.
and a second. Any more discussion? Mike,
Thank you.
Michael, all in favor?
I
Opposed, same sign, motion carries.
put in fiber in it, or hold on, I don't know. Don't worry about it. They'll get low piece, I'm sure.
I think it's in the west side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would still make sure they do the little guy.
Yeah, they need,
does.
yeah, he'll make sure that they do the.
Yeah, I'm sure Gary does.
Anything else?
Just gonna ask you that.
Keys to a
New
truck.
truck?
Well, I don't know if I'd go new, but slightly used,
Just broken.
so
Clean it up.
it's cleaned out. It's not cleaned up, but it's cleaned out.
Now, do we need to put lettering on that?
Where is their lettering on it?
There's no lettering on it.
There isn't.
So there's license plates on it.
You're nodding your head up and down.
Yeah,
what
it
kind
has
of
to have signage on it.
What kind of license plate does it have, right?
County
Okay. Yeah.
license
If
plates.
it's got a county license, it's gotta have something on both sides.
So Linda's truck needs signs on it too.
I think she's
Yeah.
got magnets.
Make
Yeah,
it,
but they gotta stay on all the time.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, she can put her magnetic on.
Then that
all the
means
time.
conservation needs to put them on.
Does
They
conservation,
should,
does conservation not have,
they should, but they
They have
won't.
nothing on
they don't
it.
have, but they have county plates,
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have to have.
they have, by the law, they have to have.
I know, I've brought this to their attention, but their whole problem is when they go into a campsite, they don't want everybody to know who they are in case there's a problem going on.
Well,
Because sometimes the sheriff's not around to take care of it.
One way they could address
Just saying.
that is to get normal plates on the car. If they got normal plates, they don't have to sign it. But,
Here, take your keys back.
Yeah.
Peace.
as far as the truck that Ben's giving you guys, I would just suggest that you get it signed.
What do you put on, what do you put on it?
Yeah, what do you,
Courthouse.
just Humboldt
Just
County?
Humboldt County.
Yes, Humboldt County.
Yeah.
It's like we did in the back years.
No, mine says
Yeah,
secondary
right.
roads, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just put Humboldt County 46.
Yep.
Or just Humboldt County. It's just gotta be
On
at
the
least
back.
1 square foot.
Yeah, 1 square foot magnetic sign, stick it on.
Yeah. I mean, you can use magnetic signs, just don't take them off. Unless you go through like a car wash, I suppose, and you wanna take them off.
I would just put strictly vinyl on because the magnet's not gonna stick out.
They don't
forever.
stay on for.
Does it have to be on the sides?
Has to be on each side,
One.
It does?
Yeah,
That's
one,
rough.
1 foot square on each side.
yes.
I was gonna put mine on the roof.
That was. I just imagine that.
Don't do that.
Of the box.
Yeah. The inside doesn't look like-
All right, so we settled on that.
I'll get you the deed to the truck
Okay.
when I find it.
How's the milling coming?
Good. Everything south of 3 is done. There's narrow strips over by the gutters. In Gilmore that will clean up when the 4-foot mill gets there today. North of 3, I believe we're up to 190th Street where we turned around.
Off the curb.
Not quite to the curve, by,
To turn off to go to the quarry?
Harry Nielsen's corner. So plan is we should be done with most all of Main Line by the end of the day today and clean up the rest tomorrow,
How much it taking?
inch.
Okay.
You're just leveling it up.
They're not so much leveling, they're trying to get all of that rubber off there from all of the crack filling.
Oh.
I see they're doing that on Highway 3 now.
Oh, crack filling?
Yeah,
What a mess.
What a waste.
So they need to do something more than just crack fill that, but
Yeah,
Well, the way they're moving, I thought, God, they're gonna take 1.5 inches and I drove it and it ain't sizzling down below the edge right like it usually is when I chased them.
yeah. Yeah, it's just a nominal inch.
Okay.
Get rid of the rubber, then they'll come back in and it's 4-inch cold in place. They haven't said what day they're coming in for that yet. But I mean, according to their time frame, like, I think Mark Dickey's supposed to be moving in to redo some curb and gutter and sidewalks for the city.
This is in Gilmore, right?
Yep. And then cold in place will follow tightly behind that, so.
Which the agreement was Gilmore is paying for
Gilmore's paying
all
so
that off the road.
the center 22 foot is on the county, with that being split 50-50 between us and Pocahontas County. And then all of their parking to the sides and the curb and gutter work is on the city. Except for, I think there's like 8 or 10 ADA ramps that we're required to update according to the DOT. And so they're new ADA standards.
Farm to Market Road, is that one?
We had, yeah, we had to do the same thing in Renwick.
Mhm.
So anytime the sidewalk crosses the farm to market road.
You gotta put them plates in.
oh,
Make it accessible.
Yep.
And just an FYI, this is the old pickup that you
That
guys
is-
had. It's not a new pickup.
That is-
80,000 miles. but We're not.
The
Getting some
2013, it's Paul Jacobson's old pickup. It's 2013. It's got 130,000 miles on it, something like that. We just spent $300 on a new mass airflow sensor for you, so you guys should be good there.
All the tires.
Did you put in tires on it?
Jesus. They're slightly used.
Did you change your?
There's no bulge in the side of them. Huh?
Did you change your oil in it?
My name's Jeff. No, I did not. The oil is not that old in that.
But
All right.
It has a sticker in there that says. It needs to be-
There is 3/4 of a tank of gas in there. I want reimbursement for the gas. It's worth more than the truck.
We'll put the check in the mail tomorrow.
When it needs to be oil change, you just bring it up to you or what?
And we're gonna use it for Tyler for,
It's turning into more.
so he doesn't have to go borrow a vehicle when he's here at the courthouse was the plan. But it's steadily going downhill. It might be like getting this thing off by 9 o'clock.
Yeah, the original plan was, the ability to move around voting equipment when election time comes, grass, trees, all of those clippings that need to go out to the compost site, drainage
Use it for
for,
the Fourth of July parade.
you guys can go out and look at drainage district issues with this thing, like
Double buns,
Wait,
double buildings. I just worked
Any-
mine in
any-
the
Thank you.
afternoon.
any other ideas. You are welcome, Bob.
Detail.
Huh?
Can put on a detailed.
Well, you can want in one hand and you can,
Okay,
it was cleaned up once. And then you guys weren't ready to take it, so then it got used
back to
again.
work.
So it, yes, it's, you know what, for the price, it's perfect.
You know,
okay.
What do you got the boys doing?
We're hauling rock, blading roads, boat shop is gonna try and get some grass seed out this week and get bridge decks cleaned off as soon as they get their stuff done. It's moving on to another shop. I got grass seed that needs to disappear because there's a few mice living in the.
If there's something we can put in the papers, so people quit throwing their damn garbage in the ditches. Cause it ain't good for the
It won't
mowers.
do
It
any
ain't
good.
good for the mowers.
It won't.
Ridiculous.
Oh, you talking about last week?
I'm just, in general, I know what happened last week, just in general, yeah, we won't talk about that.
also adding a reminder for the dust.
So,
Put in there, people will ask next week, who do we call?
well, they should already be on top of that. I think letters were sent out in March from the suppliers or the vendors, which I think we're down to 3 now.
When do we start doing that?
Usually the first week in May
Great, I'll be expecting
So-
phone calls by then.
from. This is, so if she keeps it up, this is her last year getting dust control,
Yeah,
so.
Rock went down. Front there.
Yeah, we
Oh,
did,
did-
we did put fresh rock down.
Okay.
In front of it, so.
So it's been bladed and ready for the dust control out.
yeah,
All right,
No,
no,
Texas, just north of.
anything else you want to
That-
beat him up on?
That is the majority of what I have, so. Construction's moving along nicely, contractor's been great to work with so far, like very communicative. The barricades turned into targets for field elevators over the weekend.
I'm sure.
It's gonna be a full-time chase, I think, until crop gets in the ground, but
Those are their barricades, aren't they?
Hmm?
Those are their barricades.
those are their barricades, yeah,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Got a bunch of
Alright.
things for you to sign.
Thank you.
Yes. thank you.
Yes. You don't have to do it.
All right, well, 9 o'clock is the said time for the hearing.
All right, I'll make a motion to open up the public hearing for the budget.
Does it need bid?
26, 27.
Yes. I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second to open the public hearing. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Hearing is open.
Okay, you have a copy of the budget
Yep.
in front of you. I guess let's start off by. Let's see. We'll go to your budget summary, third page. Kind of shows you the identified categories of general. Special revenue is your supplementals, secondary roads and that type of thing. Then capital projects goes clear to the bottom, it's just debt. Debt service is the next one, and our total taxes levied on properties for this year is $7,874,804. With that being said, you take out your credits that go to your taxpayers, such as your homesteads and other ag land credits and everything else. That leaves the total budgeted taxes levied on property at $7,618,654. If you add in your revenue sources and transfer for secondary roads, comes to a total of $16,550,146. And then you proceed with your expenses. Total expenditures, $17,443,567. So what that means is we are cutting into our rollover for the next year. The total for general would be $146,748. Special revenues would be $667,768. Capital projects, $70,000. With a total of $884,421. And again, with that being said, it's budgeted very tightly. There's decisions that have been made in the last couple months for other expenditures, possibly, that will be added to this. I guess it would be. It'll be very tight. I don't know what other explainers than that. But it works for now. And the budget can be amended after July 1st. To include, we had the late approach at public health for an extra 20,000. We have a part-time position that was put back in that was taken out. And after it was taken out, so I couldn't change any of the budget numbers from,
Because it already been submitted.
yes. You can't change anything that'll affect it. And there was, we'll have $50,000 less revenue coming directly to the general. Because of the campground fees that will be going directly to conservation. Plus, we'll be paying a loan in the future for said trail project.
That'll be paid back.
Partially, yeah. Paid back by,
By that 50,000.
Yeah, and the grants that we get.
okay,
We're hoping.
but that's a 3-year process. We're talking
It's gonna be
immediately.
4 year now, it's gonna be 2019, but yeah, that'll be taken care of.
Okay,
That'll be paid back.
These are just things to take into consideration. We're uncertain about the public safety LEC budget. And it's pretty much set, but we don't know what the 2080 agreement's going to hold in the future. We had talked about the courthouse parking, doing chip
Chip seal.
overlay,
Yep.
Chips and
and
dip.
that was that'd be much better. That was 14,000, and then we had added the payroll program of 8,500. So it's just some considerations that we're gonna have to take and work through in the future.
And we don't know what the legislature's gonna do.
No.
with property tax.
We still have no,
Senate version's trying to get through, but who knows if it's going to.
none of them are great for any counties, particularly the small
The
counties.
smaller ones are the ones that will catch the worst.
Our custodian, he was gonna check in to see what he had estimated cost for him to get a blower and blow it out the cracks and fill the cracks.
That phone, yeah.
Just to extend the life.
Yeah.
We talked to you guys the other night.
And then he did come to me last week sometime and said that the steps in the front, the side part,
Mhm.
there's a great big flake of it coming
Yeah.
off. So we need to kind of look into some
Someday.
waterproofing on that
Mhm.
portion of it. I mean, there's always expenditures, and I honestly feel that we've done a very good job of reducing things and being frugal,
Rob Peter to pay Paul.
Well, and nothing,
basically
Also-
that.
also on the lawn, I'm just, get it. If that lawn's getting fertilizer and sprayed 5 times a year. I'm called for. And so he's supposed to give me what we spend with them, and I haven't, you know. Or can you find out?
I can find out, I can tell you right now.
I know, but yeah, I need to find out because
Soon roll it.
I'm sure it's very high.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
That's why he's mowing it 3 times a week.
And it's a different type of grass, that's the problem. It's a thicker blade type of grass versus the rest of it, which is a smaller. And that's,
Well, there was a row of dang lines like this. All along the curb.
mm,
Do you see that? So if you're spraying it, it shouldn't be there, but I'm just, he's supposed to find out.
I don't think they've sprayed for those yet. I think that's me.
All right. Was there any anything
None.
written? No objection written? So. Anything else on your presentation?
No, other than. That's it.
Any other discussion?
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
We have a motion and
9,
a second.
2,
Close the public hearing at 9:08. All in favor?
8. Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Hearing is closed. Now we need a motion to adopt resolution 2026-04-20. Approving the FY 26-27 budget.
I'll make the motion to approve the budget for 26-27.
I'll second
We have a motion and a second. This is a resolution.
Yes.
Yeah. So we need a roll call.
Aye.
Bob, Mike,
him. Aye.
Dennis, you want? Rick,
Aye.
Bruce is aye. 4 ayes and 1 out in wavelength somewhere. All right. Motion carried, the resolution carried. When does this go down there?
It's-
Or within the time frame, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's good.
All right, I'll make a motion to go into drainage.
Seconded.
We have a motion and a second to go into drainage. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, we are now in drainage.
Um, oh, okay.
Hey, Danny, are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm finally back. Yes.
Are you, we had a resolution, what was your vote for the amendment or the budget?
I approved it.
So we were unanimous. Thank you. All right, go ahead, Rick.
All right, well, we're in drainage. Terry had received a call from a landowner, and I think he's the manager also, farm manager, about private outlets in drainage districts, or in our tiles. Which is our dredge ditches in our drainage districts. When they're a private tile, who pays to fix the outlet? Always when we do clean outs, we repair anything that's bad at the time. But some of these haven't been done for 20 years, and or even if it was done 5 years ago, sometimes the outlets go bad on privates. So the code, the drainage law, section 468.126, repairs and improvements. Down in paragraph 3. Yeah, it says, when the board deems it necessary, it may repair or reconstruct the outlet of any private tile line which empties into the drainage ditch of any district or asset, excuse me, and assess the cost of each case against the land served by the private tile line. Sounds pretty clear. If the farmer doesn't want to do it, the district can do it and assess it to the land which the tile serves. There comes the gray area. We don't know where the private tile serves or how many acres it serves. It could serve 3 or 4 different landowners. And how do you assess that cost to them? It doesn't state how you assess the cost. Send them a bill. I don't think we can, maybe talk with Linda. We can, or the treasury, if we can put it on the property tax to get it if they don't want to pay it. And the big gray area is, like I say, that tile on that 12 or 16-inch main, especially like out in Norway, where there is no drainage districts. It becomes really difficult to bill the landowners because you don't know if it serves 80 acres, 160, 40, 10. But we do have the authority to fix them and bill the landowner. Currently, we provide the metal tube at no cost to the landowners to fix them themselves. They pay the labor, the district pays for the tube. That way we have a consistent outlet. And hopefully everybody puts the tube in correct.
Yeah, putting down.
Yeah. So I'm open for suggestions. How do we handle some of these outlets? Because I have one out here by me. I went and looked at it. It comes through a little 3-acre CRP area that attaches to the ditch, but it drains other land. And it needs to be repaired because it's eroding the ditch bank and stuff. So how do we contact the owner where it dumps into the ditch and say, hey, you figure out where the tile goes? And you bill them and let them try to get it out of their neighbors, or what?
Don't most of them know where it comes from? I mean, who's hooked into their tile? If a farmer's out there, they can pretty much tell you who's hooked into their line. I mean, eventually it's to the anarchy of the landowners.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's, oh, you wanna pay for half of it? You know? He's gonna say no. My tiles are running just fine. So, you got any suggestions?
Well, if you know where it is and you know the landowner is right there, before you do the project, can you send notice to the landowner saying, hey, we're gonna fix this? we're gonna charge you all of this unless we hear different as to how your private title is split up. And then,
Send them a certified letter or something.
yeah, and then put the onus on them, because if they share title with four other people, if they have an absolute interest in providing that information to you guys,
Mhm.
and then you can apportion out the costs and benefits appropriately rather than hitting one person with all of it. But then if they don't say anything and they don't respond, you can safely assume it's just their time. And then if it's not, and they didn't tell you, then they can go after their neighbors. You know, that's, as far as giving somebody notice, hey, this is gonna happen. Here you go, let us know if you don't think that's right. I don't see any other way to do it other than just do the project and assess the landowner right there, which from your explanation sounded like it will cause a lot of problems because we have a pretty good idea that they make shit in time.
Mhm.
Is it the responsibility within private tile? Code section then to go to, for that landowner to go to their neighbors and,
Right, but I think the landowner's gonna know if people are in on his tile or her tile.
And I have one out here also, I've talked to him twice about it. And he needs his outlet fixed. And I told him, you have the authority to go out there and fix it. And pay for it. If you want it fixed, if the landowner adjacent to the ditch isn't gonna fix it. You have the authority to go out there and fix it yourself and pay for it.
And pay damage.
And pay damages if you damage his crop in the process or whatever.
What I think,
So it's a little confusing. You know,
one of the problems that you guys have as drainage commissioners for all these different drainage districts is I think there's a duty on the commissioners to make sure everything's running properly.
mhm,
And if you find that private tile attaching to a drainage district that you're the commissioners on is a problem, it's then your burden to get that fixed. So even if they don't wanna do it, you have to make sure it gets done to take care of your drainage district. So I think I don't see it any other way. Maybe you guys have better ideas. than
I
do.
think probably how we'll have to do it is we'll have to identify the outlet that's bad. Send them a certified letter saying this outlet is bad. It needs to be repaired. You have 60 days to notify us or 30 days to notify us that you are gonna get it repaired by such and such a date. If not, we will. And assess you.
I think we've done that before,
I think that's perfectly fine.
long time,
Long time ago, you used to do it that way.
thanks.
I don't think it's a huge, I talked to Travis about one individual that had 3 pipes to fix, and Travis said altogether it'd be somewhere around $4,500 for 3 pipes, so it's not going to be a huge burden, I wouldn't imagine. Depending on the size of the pipe, of course,
Yeah,
but, and that was the pipe, we already give the pipe to the individual, and that was just for digging it, repairing it,
Yeah.
sticking it in.
We pay for the pipe, correct?
yes, the district pays for the pipe. We can do that legally.
Mhm.
We can do that legally or we can't do that legally?
We can.
Can do that, okay.
We can provide, when we say we, the district, can provide the outlet pipe. Otherwise, people start putting just PVC pipe in or.
Yeah,
How long is
yeah.
that pipe?
No, I like that. And it shows that we're feeling a little responsible for that problem too, you know. So I like that idea that we would give that pipe as our portion or whatever. I think we need to be. I think it's somewhere in that 50%. You know, I'm sure that the farmers will be able to get together and say, yeah, I know my water comes down there. I'll be responsible for part of it. I think they'll get that. They'll get that. But leave that on the farmers' back, you know, to get their okays. But if not, then you would have to assess them. But I think that if we'd go with a half value, half responsibility. I think that's more than fair, don't you?
Well, we
We
can't,
don't wanna do half.
we cannot legally do half responsibility. The only thing we can do legally is provide the pipe.
I see.
It's against the law for us to get, it's just a law against the drainage code for us to repair
Okay.
private
I see.
outlets and assess the district.
I follow you.
So I've talked to our IDDA attorney about that and. So I think we have a standard procedure of, if we identify an outlet and the landowner is stubborn. You know, says, I don't wanna fix it, we send them a certified letter stating
Yep.
what we're gonna do.
Should we do a
Good.
resolution for that maybe?
I think that'd be fine. Is that? That way,
At least to have on record of,
yes, and we can show them this is our policy and.
do you wanna do that in a week or so? Do you have to,
Yeah,
do
we
you
can
have to put
set,
that in notice in the paper or how?
I don't believe so, do we?
After the resolution,
No?
No.
need to put on the agenda.
I think it'll just clear it all up and.
We got some, yeah, we got some rule that we can go back to.
We
and say
can
this
go
is
back
our
and say,
policy.
here it is, give them a copy and this is. How it's
Perfect.
handled.
Gives them a little bit of time.
Get it
before
done.
You act.
Yeah, you notify the landowner that this is an issue, let them fix it if they want to. Or you give them some names of some people that'll fix it, cause sometimes it's an out-of-state landowner,
Yeah,
True.
you know. Who's got CRP, who doesn't really care if it's drained or not,
right.
Yeah.
so,
Alright,
alright. You wanna bring up that by Laverne?
Oh, went up to Laverne and looked at that one again. I sent Terry pictures of it. Clean. What day did they go up there? Friday. Went up and seen him and, so he was gonna shove a jetter up there and then bring a camera up to see where the blockage was and then be able to find where to start digging to fix it, so.
Yeah, this is a main that we fixed tree roots in a year ago. Now it's a different spot with tree roots. And they've had issues in the past, so they put a clean out. In it where they can shove a camera in and look at it without digging it up and. I have a feeling it's full of tree roots on the other side of the road now.
And the trees are gonna come down.
Are they cutting down the
They're
tree? Are
gonna
they?
take the trees down the land, that, he didn't know if the landowner was gonna be happy about it, but he said, yeah, they're coming down, so. Otherwise, it's a mute point, it's just not topical.
So. Okay.
anything else?
Yeah.
Alright,
I'll make a motion, go out of drainage.
we have motion and a second to
9:23.
leave drainage at 9:23. All in favor? Both same sign, we are out, back to regular. We have, accept and place on file the 2026 MMP short form for the annual update for the Tom Birdie site number 67708. We have that in your packet.
We need to pause now. Yes. Did you get the full form, Devon?
What's it mean on this one?
They're actually upping the headspace on that facility. We have to have a public notice before we.
Are they, like putting smaller pigs in and then take them out?
They're adding 302 heads, but it's still gonna be the same type.
Oh,
I can't remember if that one's a finisher.
Wing to finish,
They
it
had-
says dry
They had
feed.
available,
space.
units, animal units. To take advantage of.
Oh, okay. So what you're basically saying is paperwork isn't right.
Yeah, because we have to do the update, the matrix.
Okay, then we'll table that.
Thank you.
Need a motion to table it.
I'll make a motion to the table, Tom Booty. You need to have management plan.
Second that.
Motion and a second to table this till we get more information. All in favor?
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion is tabled. What are these? Sandy,
It's-
it's just a report,
Yeah,
it's just a report,
Yeah.
you guys have?
Yeah.
You wanna? Make a motion to accept them, or do you need a motion?
I don't think we need a motion, do we?
No,
Okay, you're just for,
Yeah.
Information.
pass it on to you. It's just the,
okay,
well testing and that with, Wright County is our sanitary.
yep,
And the amount due, 12,500.
That's our quarterly remote.
Alright.
Has everybody been happy? Haven't had any complaints from contractors or anything?
I don't think so.
I haven't.
I think they've done
Yeah,
very
that's
well.
pretty good.
alright. Good. Anything else from that? Move to your committee reports.
Tuesday I had public safety and
Thank you, guys.
in the morning, and then I
Which
met
was
with,
the date?
the 14th. And then I was up here with Bruce at the courthouse, talking to Taylor,
Or Tyler.
Tyler,
Tyler.
one of the two. I always call Taylor Tyler, or whatever. And then,
You're alright, Bill.
Wednesday I had a conservation meeting at 5. That's all I had for the week.
Tuesday, I stopped and talked to John about the 2080 with Humboldt, city of, Friday. I went over to Laverne and visited with Kevin McPeak about, the tile issue over there. AJT4 Vernon Township. ISAC webinar, got that, Corey Benz. Went out and tried to find a issue we had last year that was just getting caught up. Weaver Section 8, then it's a quick 2, Dan Niemeyer tile repair. And then Sunday, Mike Coleman had an issue on 240th Street. That's DD2 also, on 240 Colorado. Down and took pictures of that one. That was it.
Okay, I think it was Wednesday, I talked with Terry about the issue of these private outlets and, told her I'd bring it up today and then Friday I talked to Kevin McKee about that drainage issue up there in Laverne. I asked Mike to go take a look at it and make sure it's a joint district, but it doesn't serve hardly any of Sioux County, but the one house that it does is getting water in their basement, backing up because of this plug issue every time it rains, so that's why they're looking into it. So that's all I have.
Hey, I was at the ministerial meeting Thursday, and they were talking fundraisers and raisins and stuff. But other than that, that's all I got done.
I stopped up here, I think on Tuesday and Wednesday when Bob and I. Tuesday with Tyler, Wednesday we stopped up here and visited. Other than that, that's all I had.
Well.
Anything else? So we'll put that resolution for drainage
Mhm.
next week. And I guess with that, nothing else, I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
All right, motion to meeting at,
Could I have a word? This was it a 2080 that the city sent up to us to read and this and that? Do you think that we need someone to help John look over that 2080 with the city before we go ahead and approve that, or is that? What I'm just looking for an opinion.
What do you think, John?
Well, I think you guys have raised several questions about what's in a 2080 agreement. I thought that you were gonna have a work session with the city, but I guess my interpretation of a work session was wrong. It sounds like you had maybe 5 minutes with the city on this. I still think it would be beneficial to have a longer work session with the city where you can address any issues that you have. I mean, some of the questions that I have of this agreement is more along the lines of, like, what are we gonna do with the law enforcement center if the police department moves out? I think they were making some changes to address that. How are we gonna address dispatch? You know, I understand every reason why the city needs a 2080 agreement, and I think it's certainly necessary to continue on with the 2080 agreement with the city. I would like some of these issues resolved. But.
Well, first, last week we did have a work session with Cole
Right,
after our meeting,
Okay.
and we talked, was it 20 minutes or better?
okay,
Yeah.
And we went through
Yeah.
and he sent us his feedback, or his presentation was all on an email.
okay,
So we talked about it, we gave him some of the things, but we also, he wanted us to approve it. And we said, we aren't gonna approve it until we're,
Till we
go
hear,
through it and
yeah,
right,
are ready to approve it.
and I haven't,
And had the sheriffs get his opinion on it. Did he have?
yeah,
Yeah, Dean wanna ask about.
The
that.
sheriff has-
Morning.
I think the original copy, but my understanding is the state was gonna make some changes.
yes, they are.
And so when we get those changes, then I think, you know, it might be a really good idea to have a work session.
Yeah.
With the sheriff and make sure everybody's on the same page here,
Yeah.
because even if you guys approve the 2080 agreement, the sheriff's basically,
He has to work with it.
he's gonna have to address it, and if it assigns any responsibilities to him, he's gotta approve it. So he's gonna have to approve it, so we better make sure we address any concerns he has.
Yep, I agree.
And, you know, I think we probably, certainly you'd like the sheriff, but you probably.
So in turn, do we have any concerns that we have towards how that dealt with? Because that's the question that I constantly get asked is,
Yeah, I think just in general, if the police department moves out, what are we doing with expenses? You know, I think it addresses what each person, the county, the city are gonna give to the law enforcement center, right? It leaves it up to the board to determine how that money's spent, but assuming that money is spent on, I don't know, dispatch. And if the police department still needs a space in the law enforcement center, then they should have to pay something. Because,
That's what when I read through it, there's a lot of gray stuff in there that isn't really defined as to how much space they need.
right,
How often.
Yeah.
and
Is it like a permanent space that's just reserved for them, or is it a joint space, or?
and that's one of the
You
first
know.
things you brought up, Rick, when we talked about leaving the law enforcement center. Well, how do we do this?
To me, it doesn't help anything,
No,
a
and
whole lot.
it's not gonna take away the need for the police department to use at least an office in the law enforcement center, because when you arrest somebody, if they arrest somebody, a lot of times they haven't done the complaints yet, and that person cannot be booked into jail without the complaints, so they're gonna have to do their complaints, whether they do that on their car computer or in the law enforcement center. I guess is up to them, but
I doubt they're gonna sit up in the police department with, or LEC with, somebody in the back seat